Blast Pop Radio.
Hey, man, what's up? It is the Ace Michael Show. I'm Ace Michaels bringing you the show. You know what I do? I go out and I watch live performance. I've always been one that's been really interested in live performs. And one of the best ones that I've seen ever, and I mean ever, like it's not just kind of good, it's like one of the best I've ever seen, is the Carpenter's tribute show that's done here in Las Vegas with featuring Sally Olsen and Ned Mills. Now, those who aren't familiar, these are two great musicians in their own right that now do a show together. So it's like you took the best peanut butter and the best chocolate, and now you have like gourmet Reese's or whatever that is. Hey guys, welcome to the show.
Hi, Ace.
Hi, Ace. How you doing, man?
Now that's that lighter, softer, prettier voice. That is Sally's voice. Just for people who, you got to make sure people know who's talking. That's Sally, and then the other more robust, masculine voice. That's Ned.
You'll never find. I'm pretty too, though, Ace. But there you go.
Ned is quite pretty. I will say that in a no HMO way. He is. He's a pretty man. I will say. Now, don't get me wrong. As pretty as he is, I'm not going to start singing a ballad to him or anything. You know what I'm saying? Or coin a love song in his, but he is, he's a handsome guy. Definitely a handsome guy. So, speaking of being rock stars, how did this all come together? So, Sally had her own career going on. And Ned, of course, now you guys know, I know Ned from doing music shows. He's like amazing. Guy plays keyboards, plays trumpet, cornet. He can tune everything, but he can't tune a fish. You know what I mean? So, Sally, you had your own career going, though, right?
That's right. I'm originally from Vermont, and I've been in Vegas now for 3 years. But prior to coming to Vegas, I was already performing as Karen Carpenter, and so I had this Carpenter's tribute show starting in 2015. And it's evolved through the years, and I got to the point that I wanted to take it to the next level. So I came out to Las Vegas because I knew that was a place for me to be as a tribute artist. And I also needed somebody to play Richard Carpenter in the show because it wasn't just Karen Carpenter, it was the Carpenters. And Ned and I met each other through, mutual friends, and he was very much interested in the project. And so I moved out here 3 years ago, and we got down to work pretty quickly and did a whole overhaul of our main show. And then last year, we did an overhaul of the Christmas show. So now we have these two great shows, and we're just, excited that things are starting to open back up and we can get back out there doing what we love to do.
Now, I'm sure my listeners are curious because I am, and of course they're always curious about anything I'm curious about. But how does this work? Like any relationship, I mean, you do the first date and you think, gosh, this was really cool. I hope we get to do more. How did that work for you guys? Like, you did the first show, and were you like right away, you're like, okay, we're going to do this from now on? Or did it take a minute? You know what I'm saying? How do you get to where you start doing this like you guys are doing? This is a real regular profession.
It kind of evolved. When Sally first moved to Vegas, I was performing at the Rampart, and she would come sit in with me. And I would do performances, and then I would call her up on stage, and she would do some songs. Of course, her specialty is no one better that can perform, like Karen Carpenter. And so that is how it got started. She would sit in with me at different things I had because her being new in town, she wasn't established yet. And then after about 6 months, an agent called us and said, hey, I have a gig for you in, I believe it's in Ojai, California.
Yeah.
And we put our little show together, just the two of us, and we did that. And then after that, it's like we came to the same realization simultaneously. Why don't we do a show based on the Carpenters' live performances? She showed me a video that was on a YouTube video of their performance at the New London Theatre. And I was just so taken aback, like, wow, man, I think we could do this. So it was a process of baby steps that we went through to evolve in the way that led us to where we are now.
Now, I would have a hard time working with my ex on anything, but that's probably a lot of us. But for you guys, would you say that it's more challenging or more complimentary to work with someone that you're involved with romantically?
I mean, I guess it could go either way, but luckily for us, I think it's very complimentary. And Ned brings the skills to the table that I was missing. I didn't have somebody to do the arrangements and all the technical end of things.
It's hard for me to imagine you missing anything, Sally. I don't see that. Wow, that's a whole nother show.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, we have different strengths that complement each other. You know, I mean, her passion, even outside of the music world, she's a very talented visual artist. She studied in Paris. She studied in Florence, Italy, and she's an accomplished visual artist. So those skills translate very smoothly into her ability to work with social media and graphic design and that sort of thing. And I have a degree in jazz arranging. And so I'm kind of the tech person. I handle the stage plots and the microphone input lists, and I book all the musicians and that sort of thing. And she's good at handling, like our costumes and any of the visual aspects. So I guess in a nutshell, I handle the audio aspects and she handles the visual.
Yeah.
That's
the
amazing.
visual part.
Now, Ned, you mentioned something too that a lot of people may not understand, or they may not quite grasp, that you are accomplished in your own right, in the sense of, I've seen you lead an entire music show, every single piece and every single part of it. And so when you have talent like that and you find someone who's kind of like, I would say, like the quarterback, if you will, of your ensemble, like with Sally, it sounds like you had a thing that was going and could have kept going with that thing and been just fine with it. Sally, you sound like you had a thing that was going and really could have been just fine. But now the two of you, would you say that you guys have grown more, like substantially? Can you see does the question I'm asking make sense? Like, by coming together, you became the Beatles.
Yeah, no, I get what.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree with what you're saying. I mean, yeah, I had a thing going before I met Ned, but there was a big important piece missing, and he filled that that void, and it's just now
Just
everything
like me,
is.
You long to be close to him.
But before we had met, I had a show of my own called Piano Follies, and it's a piano variety show. It's kind of, I don't know, Victor Borge meets Liberace and shakes hands with Jerry Lee Lewis, I guess.
Wow.
And I was headlining on cruise ships, and I've done some shows here with it as well. But I was looking for something fresh and different. And at the risk of bragging, there really aren't any other Carpenter's tributes that has a Richard Carpenter or that performs in character,
Right. They may just have somebody, playing the piano, but they're not in character as Richard. And that's kind of what I was doing before. But I was like, no, we need to take this to the next level. I need somebody to play Richard.
We even replicated all the dialogue. We say exactly what Karen and Richard said on stage. And when we do our Christmas show, that's interesting because the Carpenters really didn't do a major tour, the Christmas show, but they had two very important Christmas TV specials from 1977 and 78. So we put our thinking cap on and decided if they did a tour, what would it be like? So we incorporated the best of the two TV specials and put it together in a stage show, which we debuted here in Vegas last year, and we also performed with it in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Now that's what I want to get to now. Let's sell some tickets. So when you say Vegas, Vegas is still a big place that you could be playing at any one of probably 500 different venues in Vegas. So where are you at? How much in range are the tickets? How do we get them? And what can we expect from the show? Like on any given night, like we can expect to see X, Y, and Z, right? So give us a rundown. So number one, where are you guys at?
Well, we're going to be at Stoney's Rockin' Country in Town Square.
Place.
Yeah, it's a great venue. And the show opens this coming Tuesday.
Wow, this Tuesday.
Yeah, May 11th. And so the shows we're going to be doing this residency for 6 weeks, Tuesday and Wednesday nights, 7 p.m.
Nice.
And tickets range between $15 and $29.
Okay, so it's affordable tickets, probably free parking. Is there is it like a dinner thing? Like, is it just the show or the dinner and the show? Or?
It's just the show. However, because it's at Town Center, Town Square, excuse me, our promoters are in the process of partnering with a lot of there's many restaurants and right there, and with great shopping and there's a Whole Foods market, and there's all kinds of, and so there is the opportunity people can go in and grab dinner and see the show. And pretty soon, I'm sure they're going to have, maybe you can get like a discount ticket if you eat dinner at a participating restaurant there. So.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Now, some shows are better as a date. Would you say this is a date show or just a show, like a good show versus a date show?
I think it's very appropriate as a date show. I mean, the Carpenters' music, by and large, are love songs. So it has that romantic.
Yeah, unless your date's 18 years old when they never heard of the Carpenters, you're like,
which still
who's
could
that?
work. It still
Yeah,
could work.
but it obviously it is a lot of romantic songs. Yeah.
Yeah. And are they allowing dancing now again, back post-pandemic? Do you get to dance during the show? Or?
No, well, the central area where they're doing the main seating is a dance floor when they're doing their country acts on the weekends. Our show is more of a production show that you watch, rather than jumping out of your seats and dancing. It's really not that type of show. But anyway, no, I'm sure people would definitely love to take a date and come check it out. And we also have, we're going to have opening acts in the show. I open for myself with it, but we are going to have other opening acts. I do a tribute to Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. And a lot of people, if they don't recall, the Carpenters were, their big break came from Herb Alpert, Alpert is the A of A&M Records.
Yes.
And so I will be opening for at least the next couple of weeks. And we have some other tremendous talent. Some of them are even country music artists and everything, folk, jazz, you name it. So there's something for everyone.
And I've got probably time for one more thing. I just want to stress that, Sally, you damn look like Karen Carpenter. People tell you a lot. You get a lot of accolades. I mean, have you gotten any type of like accommodation or some type of recognition from the Carpenters Foundation or something saying, good job, guys, keep it going? Like, you know what I mean?
Not yet. Pretty sure that they're aware of what we're doing, but
Tell them about the 50th.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's right. 2 years ago, we were the featured entertainment at the Carpenters' 50th anniversary celebration in Thousand Oaks.
Oh, wow.
So we got to perform our show, which was, I think that was the second time we performed the new version of the show, so it was very new. But we got to do it for an audience that, some of the biggest Carpenters fans from all over the world.
And we are friends with a lot of people who worked with the Carpenters. We know quite a few people who work behind the scenes, and it's quite an honor to learn about that part of their history.
That is awesome. So if we love you guys, and we already do, we want to stalk you friendly on the internet. How do we go and find you on the www?
Well, our website is carpenterstributeconcert.com. And that's Carpenters with an S, plural. We're also on Facebook, Carpenters Tribute Concert, Instagram.
And if they want to get tickets directly from Stoney's, it's stoney's.com, STONEYS.com.
And that is what's up. Hey, man, it's the Ace Michael Show. If you get a chance, check out this Carpenter show, man. What else are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Go check out the Carpenter show. Get loud like I do. And be like, yo, Sally, go! And that's what's up. Hey, man, you know what I say at the end of every show? Live the life you love. Love the life you live. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, Ace.
Great job.